We are live from Phoenix Raceway for race number 3 of the WTF Racing Late Model League. Late model stock cars here at Phoenix. They got a setup and they're fun to run, but we got a lot to go down tonight. We definitely have some entertaining racing going on. Did a race or a few runs as qualifying goes off. I'll go ahead and show that. Did a run here with Matt in practice, and it was a lot of fun. Running with battles here are really fun. So we'll take a look at these and watch. But qualifying race number 3 here at Phoenix, last race of our West Coast swing that we're doing. It's gonna be a fun one. It's fast, Phoenix, and in these cars, obviously not got the powers of truck or super lates or cup cars, but they sure do race good. And like you'll see that here on the restarts and things like that as they dive to the apron, going as close as they can to that inside wall, back up onto the banking, try to get into turn 1. See Matt right behind me. He's going to give me a little bit of a bumper here in practice, but the racing all is fun, and race is really good. So I'm excited to finish off the West Coast swing here at Phoenix, but we're excited for it. As qualifying's kicking off underway, let's take a look at it. We got Mason. He went top of the board with a 9.3. Fast laps in practice. Obviously, practice, a little bit of draft and things like that. But practice, Matt ran a 6. I ran a 7. Zach ran a 7.5. So Matt had a good lap there. Wasn't able to redo that lap like he said, but still working on that. Walker, we're going to run an 8 there. Zach going to get right up on him and run an 8. So everybody's trying to figure out what lanes to run here. Is there single file, not draft? Obviously in practice, you're alone, so nothing going on with that. Running order right now, Walker, Zach, Mason, Chad, Clay, the top 5, and Walker gets bump bound by Zach. Zach's going to go top of the board. He runs an 8.78. So Austin going to go top of the board. Not much practice for Austin, but he was able to run an 8.6, and he's going to run an 8.1 and go top of the board. He's going to go top. Race 1 winner, Austin Albritton. Once again, Doug being race control tonight, so everything should be under control. Problem for Clay, not sure what happened. Maybe he's backing out, trying to get back in, but Austin going to go top of the board. Matt runs a 5. Not the lap Matt was looking for. Struggling here on lap 1. On lap 1 ran a 5. That lap ran a 4. So a very bad qualifying there for Matt. Not for sure what happened. Not the lap that he wanted, but definitely going to be on the back foot heading into this one. He's going to have to make his way through the field. Only got one fast pair, so got to race it smart. Doug, you got a copy?
What's going on?
Well, I know that you were watching qualifying. You saw a little bit of practice. What have you seen so far, and what are you kind of expecting for the race here at Phoenix?
I'm just wondering if it's going to get spread out or if everyone's going to stay really tight together in packs, or how it's going to go. I mean, I'm guessing at this track on the backstretch there, you should be able to actually get a little bit of draft and really pull up on someone, I'm thinking. So we'll see how it goes. Uh, it should be a pretty fast race, I think. Didn't seem like the car was getting too crazy out of control or anything in the turns, so I think it'll race pretty decent.
That's why I kind of put this on the schedule. So I know it raced pretty good. I know it's a bigger track. Obviously, late models probably not supposed to be on it, but they ran it back in the day. So I know it's possible. But on the pole, it's going to be Austin Albritton and Matt with a really bad qualifying result.
Doug, I know it's
Any update on what happened there or what?
But there's
I'll let you get to your race control duties. I'm sorry.
Oh,
but
all right.
good luck, Doug. Good job.
All right.
So obviously Doug there, doing race control. We're gonna jump in and jump back out right quick. All right. Why is it okay? All right, we're ready and ready to roll off. So on the pole is Austin Albritton in that 2 machine. 2 is outside. It's gonna be Zach Zaudiver. Next, Walker Cole, one of the new guys into the league. His first race with us. Puts her P3 at the end of qualifying. To his outside, Mason Hagood. In row number 3, Colton Manich and Chad Adams. Jason Spear and what should be Clay Sarton, but he's not in the race yet. 2 teammates, 2 VMR cars, Vinny Rucci and Daniel Glass. With their teammate just behind them, Justin. And to his outside, Billy in the number 18. Next row, 13th, Chris Pilo on the back foot of qualifying. Had a great showing at the bullring, led a few laps, and had a good run and finish at Irwindale. And he's going to be starting 7th, 13th. 14th going to be Matt Frady, one of the worst qualifying laps that you'll see from him and probably through the whole season. But unfortunately, at the back for the start of this one, then Johnny Thunders and Mike Presley going to round out field. But a pretty big field tonight. A lot of cars, a lot of racing. So we got 100 laps to do this deal, get it to the end, and have some fun. So pace car going to pull off quickly, and we're going to go 1 to green immediately. So everybody's got to get caught up, and we'll be ready. Race number 3 for the WTF Racing Late Model League is about to be green. Austin Albritton and Mason on the pole. Austin fires. We're green for race number 3. As they fan out, heading through the tri-oval and that dog leg. Everybody's going to gotta try to get situated here, get in line, do the best they can. Get around these first few laps, set themselves in a good position as already moves being made. That's going to be Walker into the 2nd spot. Down the back straightaway, going to look to the inside of Austin Albritton. But after lap 1, Austin Albritton's going to lead. Just behind him, Walker, Mason, Colton, Chad. Problems for Zach, I know. Big problems. Not in the race. He's actually 8.87 back. Not the start that Zach wanted to have happen. Possibly didn't get back in time. Not for sure. But he's deep now. And we'll get caught back up with a few cautions and things like that. But just on the back foot now as we're having a battle for the 3rd spot. That's between Mason and Colton here. You guys trying to stay up on that dog leg. Just in front of them, though, on the nose with Walker as he's on the back bumper of Austin Albritton. What can he do with it? His first race with WTF Racing, showing some good speed. He's going to get a turn, try to stay up underneath Austin Albritton here. How low do they go? He's going to look to the inside of him. Is he going to be to the inside? Going to look like it. Not going to have a nose, though. Still looking to make a move, but all over the back bumpers. They're side by side for third behind them. Side by side for third, side by side for fifth. Good battles all the way around the track. Biggest mover so far, already up 5 spots. Matt Frady looking to make something happen. Let's ride on board with him for a few laps and go on the gyro cam. See if we can get that going. On the roll bar on the inside line, looking out front. See how much will he's kind of putting into it. Not much. Trying to use the apron to get it to turn. Found that. Talked to him before the race, and when we did that little test practice race, said how valuable the apron could be in using it to get around the track and using it to rotate and using that banking. But we still are going at it on the front row for the lead. Walker and Austin battling out. Walker looking for a hole. Any mistake that Austin makes, Walker's going to be right there. He's going to use the paint like I just mentioned with Matt. He's going to try to rotate right underneath him. Not going to have the momentum, though. He's going to duck back in line. As you see, they go all the way down to that bottom lane, all the way down to the inside wall. Lots going on here as Matt, he's looking underneath Chad Adams. Chad kind of gets shuffling out. He's stuck on that top line. Stuck on the top line, not what he needs to have happen, but Matt's going to be able to clear getting into turn 3. And a great move by him to get by it. But, ooh, possibly got into the inside wall there. Look out back on top of Austin Albert, and you see the train of cars behind him. Everybody's able to stay right with him, kind of be in the drafts. But as we get later and later in these runs, the tires are going to come into play. Only 2 sets for this race, so these drivers are going to have to race it and race it smart with the way that they use their tires and things like that. So possibly could come into play a little bit later on in this deal. Walker still trying to find a hole, see if he's able to get around. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it soon. Matt kind of in this train. You see in front of him Vinny Rucci, one of the other Vegas drivers. A lot of Vegas drivers in this field. They're all rotating together. Multiple VMR drivers. Vegas made racing, that is, as we got a challenge for the lead to the inside. Walker on the entrance of turn 1. They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway. And with the best view of it the whole time, Colton just behind him. This is going to allow Colton to kind of close in on him. And Walker, he's going to be able to lead it at the line. New leader on lap 12. On lap 11, my apologies. On lap 11, new leader, Walker Cole. Now this brought Colton into the mix. But who's going to be saving the tires the most? That's one of the biggest deals here. Who's going to save the tires the most and who's going to be there later in the run? Is Austin, he's going to have a dive getting into turn 3. Walker didn't anticipate that. He had to turn back right to make sure they didn't touch. But down the front straightaway all the way to the inside wall. Back up onto the banking. Can Walker hold her around the outside line? He's going to try to. Can Austin get it rotated? Can Colton be there? Nearly 3 wide on the exit of turn 2. Side by side down the back straightaway. As these tires wear, we'll see how aggressive these drivers can be with the tires and who's going to be the one to kind of dive to that bottom lane. See Austin not going all the way to the bottom. Knows he's got Walker, can kind of force him up there, but Walker doing a great job holding it around the outside so far. And with these two side by side, it's like Colton, Mason, Jason's trying to come up now. So these two, the front two being side by side, is Walker going to clear once again, has brought the rest of the field in contention. And they're now battling just behind him. So Austin's going to have to work his way back around that number 10 machine. Mason going to get around Colton as well. Colton going to try to use that little shallower line. Not going to use the air. You could use the air. I know a lot of these drivers not used to that, being able to use the air much, but they're able to use a little bit of it. You see Matt possibly did it there, and kind of can get the other drivers loose if you can line it up and kind of just get a good shot. You know, don't got to be right up underneath them or pick up their back tires and move them physically with your car. But with the these late models and kind of slower cars, you can manipulate the air and kind of do what the NASCARs do on these mile and a halves. As Mason gets a little bit in the wall, you see Jason, I think, as well. He got in the wall just a little bit. So everybody, ooh, contact there in turn 3. Vinny, can he save it? Not going to be able to. He's going to go to the inside wall, and caution is going to wave on lap 15. Slight contact. We'll take a look at it. Caution waves on lap 15. See here at the entrance of turn 3, getting into it, see Vinny and Jason side by side. Vinny goes into the corner hard, ends up hitting the door, and spins around. So Vinny washes up, gets in the door of him. He spins off the door of the 83. Nothing that Jason could do. Just Vinny got in there a little bit tight and spun around. So we're going to line him back up. Not much damage for Vinny, luckily, so he's able to keep running. Shouldn't have to pit, but good run for everybody. Their 15-lap run. And we're going to line them back up, and we're going to get back racing pretty quickly here as a lot of cars come down pit road. Very interesting call here. We'll see. Most of it, more than likely, is going to be for fuel, but that means you're going to have some slower drivers or some less speedy drivers at the front of the field. So we'll see how that comes into play on the exit of pit road. Doug telling me some information, but a lot of guys are going to stay out. We'll see if they come to pit road this time. But hearing drivers aren't able to make it to halfway on the fuel, so shouldn't be too much of a factor. I'm pretty sure these guys all know how to go down pit road, especially in the green, things like that, but shouldn't take too long. And with this big track, should actually be pretty entertaining if these guys take some fuel. But a few guys stayed out there, going to pit a lap later, but Walker is going to take the lead, and he's going to be able to hold it here. Walker, do you got a copy? Hey, how are you? I know this is your first race with us, but looking good. Showing up and showing out. MP1 here, beating a race 1 winner, Austin Albritton, so far. Talk to us about what you've learned in this first 15 laps and a little bit of battling there with Austin Albritton.
Yeah, I think this track produces really good racing, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, me and Austin battled for a couple laps. It was a lot of fun, but I learned that you can use the outside and get that momentum down these long straightaways and be perfectly fine.
Yeah, it looked good, and you were able to hold it around the outside. Haven't seen a lot of people be able to do that much, but you were able to do it. What do you think, especially, I mean, what were your tires, if you could check that real quick, when you came to pit road? What were they, like, percentage-wise, and what have you seen from the tires? Do you think that you guys are going to be able to make it halfway, or what are you thinking on tire strategy?
I'm thinking I'm going to pit a little later. My right front was 89%, and my right rear was 92. It's not too bad of tire wear, but I definitely think saving is going to be a really good possibility for somebody to win.
Yes, sir. It definitely looks like it. Big track on these late models. It's going to be fun to watch. So good luck the rest of the way. Hopefully be interviewing you here in 80 laps.
Thank you.
Walker Cole there. First race with us. Glad to have him. Looking like a talent to be out there and racing with Austin Albritton and Mason, Colton, a lot of guys. And it's been entertaining to see the least. But we're going to get back running here on lap 20. wait till the restart zone, but long ways till that line here at Phoenix as the pace car is going to go down it. But great racing so far. You heard Cole say about it being, kind of tight on the tires and things like that, but shouldn't be too much of a factor as we're going to be back green. Walker fires, back green. Great restart there for Austin, able to hold it around the outside. You see how many cars fan out on the front straightaway, but Austin around the outside, he's going to be able to clear getting into turn number 1. Caution already flies early on this restart. Problems in turn 1. Not for sure who that is. That is Daniel Glass and Mike Presley having problems through the corner. That was part kind of in the back there. See the 18 gets in the back of the 17th and spins him around. Daniel able to stop in time, but they make contact, and that spins the 17 in front of the 26 and nowhere for Daniel to go. Unfortunately, you see there, it's right on board with him as he saw everybody fan out on the front straightaway, and take a look at what he saw down in into turn number 1. Here I'm shifting through the gears. Nowhere for him to go. Able to get it stopped though. Shouldn't be any damage. Take a look at that right quick. Yeah, no damage. All good. So he's able to get back running. Great job from Daniel. Able to get that avoided. But great move for him. Be able to get back running. He's going to come down pit road though, and possibly get some more fuel. So a few cars coming down pit road that time, and going to get a little bit of fuel. I don't believe anybody has taken tires, but 2 at the back, Daniel and Bully, going to come down pit road on lap 23 and should be back on green this time. But Austin on that restart had a good restart, was able to clear and get around Walker as the caution flew. So unfortunate there for Walker to lose the lead, but he's fast enough. He'll have to fight his way back around. Still working on a few of the rules, things like that, but second place shouldn't be able to beat the leader to the line. But we're going to double up and go green here for the restart. Biggest mover at the moment. We'll see in the bottom left-hand corner when it switches. Give her 1 second. So the biggest mover so far in this race is Christopher Pilo is the biggest mover. He's up 6 spots. Matt Frady up, or Christopher Pilo up 7. Matt up 6. Johnny Thunder's up 5. So a great job for those guys making up a lot of time. Zach down 7, unfortunately, after his problems on the pre-race. But we're going to be back going green for the restart on lap 25. Austin fires back green. Not a great restart for the second row. You saw Colton able to kind of get a run on everybody, just not what they needed to have happen. And it's going to spread out. Walker's going to drop back a spot or two, and they're going to be battling for the 4th spot. Colton underneath Jason here. Saw Walker able to hold it around the outside line. Can Jason do the same? Matt Frady in the wall there. Getting into 3. Walker all over the back bumper of Austin. Colton just behind him as they all fan out down the back straightaway. On the front straightaway. Apologies. Hear how deep he drives into the corner, but able to get to his back bumper. Little touch there. Gonna wiggle him up the track. Walker's gonna be to his inside, getting into 3. Think better of it. Slot back in behind him. Austin gonna drive it in deep, get her on the bottom lane. Walker just trying to manipulate the air, see if he's able to get there and get to his left rear. If he's able to, you know, he can kind of hold him off. We saw how good of a job he did on the outside line. Let's see if he can do the same on the inside line. But Mason just behind him, driving it in deep into the corner. Mason's showing up to having a lot of speed here. He's in that 3rd spot, looking just behind these 2. Chad Adams dropped back a few spots early in the race, but he's back out. He's gained a few spots after the pit stop. He's working on Colton for that 4th spot. Gonna go to the inside, gonna be clear in the center. Colton gonna try to cross over. Looking like they're gonna be side by side down the back straightaway. See the battle at the bottom of your screen. Gonna try to do a little bit of a zoom cam. Zoom out just a little bit here. You can see the whole field. There's one slow, Zach Slow there up on the top of the apron. On the top of the dog leg, but they're going to be side by side for the 2nd spot. Mason's been able to get underneath Walker here. Mason going to drive her deep into turn 3, kind of run that middle lane. Not going to allow Walker to get to the inside line. Seem to clear contact there down the front straightaway. Contact made. Mason's going to be able to clear. Now does he have the speed to try to run away from Walker after a little bit of contact? And does he have the speed to run down that 2 machine? You see this whole field. Most of the field right here, all on your screen. Austin out front all the way back to the 15 M55 battle, and that's just inside the 10th spot. Trying to get it as wide as possible. Trying to get as many cars on the screen as we can. Matt to the inside of Jason Spear. Able to keep it down slowly and methodically, working his way through the field. Chad Adams as well. Trying to work on the back bumper of Walker. We heard Walker talk about saving tires. Maybe he's backed off trying to save tires. Maybe he's burned up his stuff in the first 2 laps. But Chad trying to take advantage of it. Mason all over the back bumper of Austin. Very left of your screen. A little bit of contact. Going to get him up the hill. Battle for the lead up at the front of the pack. Mason's going to be to the inside heading into turn 3. To the very bottom. Going to rotate it around that yellow line. It's going to be clear on the exit of turn 4. He's going to be new leader on lap 34. Austin trying to cross over, try to get back to him. Not going to be enough. Mason going to arc it. Get it through the corner. Now Austin's on the back foot. He's in the dirty air. He's going to be out the back. Looking at Walker going to the inside of Austin with Chad right on his back bumper. Ford, Chevy, Ford, Chevy. Ford, Toyota, the top 6. And Austin's going to be shuffled to that outside line. Not what he needed to have happen on the older tires. Starting to feel that wear. Not been able to do much on that top side. as the race has gone by quick here on lap 35. Now Chad's going to be able to clear Austin. Austin's going to try to cross over underneath Chad. Nearly 3 wide on the front straightaway. Mason loves seeing what he's seeing in the mirror, though, as this is giving him chances to try to pull away more and more. But halfway break at 50 no matter what. Chad kind of the only one up there running that very different line through the dog leg. Link cars kind of get to his inside line, but not losing too much time, it looks like, and he's going to get a good run. Matt's kind of loosening up that 22. Now Matt's going to go to the inside of the 22 down the back straightaway. Going to look there, going to be there, going to try to have some help. Colin going to be clear, barely getting through the corner. Let's do a little bit of a crank it up right quick as we watch all these cars fly on the front straightaway. Do a little bit of a crank it up. Crank it back down, one spinning through 3 and 4. Looked like that was the 18 right as we come back from the crank it up segment. Not what the 18 wanted to have happen. He's backwards, and we're going to have a restart. Caution 3 comes out on lap 39. $18 in the green, 15 in the orange. Bully in the 18, Christopher Pilo in the 15. Gets to the inside of the 18. Not much for the 15 to do. 18 started to turn for the corner, but Chris, very late dive, and a Bully not on the brakes, comes rolling down the track. Everybody's able to avoid it, though. Great heads-up move by everybody behind, but just contact made between the 15 and 18. We'll see what the call is from race control. But all in all, good racing so far throughout the field. Get back on before the restart. Any takers to come down pit road, we will see. Looks like Austin, Walker, Jason, the 3 that come down pit road. Here in the call from race control 15, going to be the EUL. But a great restart there for Mason, able to get to the lead and didn't really look back. Got to the lead and started to pull away from Austin, Walker, a bunch of the fast guys. But after the pit stops, he's still out front. Now he's going to have Chad and Matt behind him. So Matt able to get a little bit of track position here and looking to make something happen now that he's up front. Chad worked his way up here now, so he's gained a few spots after the pit stops as well. A lot of the field's going to move up, but after they've came down pit road, Walker going to be 13th, Jason 14th, and Austin going to be 15th. So 14 cars Austin's going to have to get around to get back to the lead. Well, it's going to be 13 there for Austin now as he goes around Christopher Pilo. Thought about putting Sonoma on the track as well. I know Chris really good at road courses. Zach, one of the guys that are really good at road courses. I know that they ran, obviously ARCA runs it, and back in the day, late models ran there at Sonoma. So I thought about it. Wasn't sure how many people would like it, but David Hurt, only one comment so far. He's watching. Really good racing so far, Dave. Appreciate you watching as always. Yeah, really good racing so far. We'll see when the aggression ramps up and what the different strategies are going to be on tires. I'm really interested to see what that's going to be when we get to it. And after the halfway point win, everybody's going to come down pit road, obviously. 5-lap shootout, halfway break at 50. So it's going to be one to watch for that halfway. His pace car is going to come down pit road. Do one from possibly the apron here for this restart. They all go by. For the restart. Restart here on lap 44. It's going to be Mason and Chad on the front row. Here we go. Mason fires. We're back green. Not a great restart for the whole inside line. Not a great restart for Chad, though. Is one already spinning in the back. That's the 60 on the front straightaway. Saw him spinning. It's still green. Not sure what happened there. Able to get back running. But problems already on the front straightaway. Have to go back and take a look at it and see what happened. But now Matt's able to get around Chad. He's going to move to the second spot. Can he hold off Matt, though? Matt charging hard, trying to get back to the front. After bad qualifying, up 12 spots from where he started. Biggest mover by a while now. See Mason arcing it a lot getting into turn number 1. All over his back bumper, though. Matt looking for a hole, looking for a mistake. As they're making contact just behind them. That's the 22 and 55 as they make contact. Mason going to stay up. Going to allow Matt to sneak to the inside. They're going to be side by side, or at least nose to bumper. Getting into one. They're going to be door to door in the middle of turn 1. Mason, can he hold it around the outside? Looks like he's going to be able to hold it. Maybe not clear. But Matt hasn't cleared either. Into turn 3. How deep does Matt drive it in? He's going to run Mason up the hill just a little bit. We're 3 wide for the lead here at Phoenix. Great racing at the front of the field. 3 wide. Getting into turn number 1. Still 3 wide as they get to the corner. Chad on the inside. Matt in the middle. Mason on the outside. And it looks like Mason's going to be able to hold it. And with these 3 being side by side, it's brought in the 911, 55, and 70. But coming to stage break, we're 3 wide, battling for it. White flag. Does Matt have anything for him? Mason got to the lead, kind of checked out. Been able to be super good, super consistent. Not gonna have a challenge, it looks like, getting into turn 3. Matt's close enough. Mason's gonna arc it, and through 3 and 4. Mason's gonna come off in turn 4, and he's gonna be the first one at the halfway break. So Mason with a great run, he's gonna be getting to the lead. And they were 3 wide. What a finish for the stage. 3 wide for nearly a lap. Mason gets it done. Matt comes home second. Chad third. Zach fourth. Vinny comes home fifth with his teammate from VMR right behind him. Colton, Daniel, Walker, Austin. The top 10. So Austin found his way into the 10th spot. Walker moved into 9th. So they moved up a few spots. We'll see if they come down pit road, what their plan is. Obviously took some fuel here, so might stay out. We'll see what their strategies are, but halfway break, we'll see how many come down pit road. Looks like the front 6, 7 Walker's going to stay. Johnny stays. Austin's coming. Nope. Thought better of it. He's going to come down pit or stay out. So Walker and Austin going to stay out here. Possible strategy call.
Well, I see.
Halfway break. Great run there for Mason, able to win it. Let's try to interview him if I can find him. He is not in the Discord, so not going to be able to interview Mason. Let's talk to Doug. Doug, do you get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I know you're up there watching it with me in the booth next to me, but what have you seen so far? 3 wide at the end of the stage. Walker and Austin battling out. Differing tire strategies here. Matt and most of the field there came and took tires. What are you seeing so far, and what are you expecting heading into this last 50 lap run?
Well, we know if it goes green, they're going to have to pit again. So that'll be interesting to see how they get these cars down pit road for a live pit stop. And the racing's been really good. You've had just kind of groups of cars really kind of racing it out. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. Let's see if they can do 47, 46 green flag laps.
It's going to be interesting. I know I was in there kind of listening to what Matt said, and he said on lap 46, he said his fastest lap. So tires must not be too big of a factor, but if it is a little bit, and Walker and Austin come down pit road, we get a caution 25 to go-ish, and they come down pit road, we'll see if they're able to drive through the field, or if it's not going to be enough tire to make up. But we're going to be at green for the restart, so hopefully it's a great battle all the way to the end, and everybody's 3 wide and possibly 4 coming off of turn 4 for the win. But I'll let you get back to it, do your duties. But
I am curious on. I was actually thinking about the if they do green flag for their stop to fuel. I'm wondering what the lap count is on what they're going to go down, because it takes a long time to put fuel in these cars.
I'm interested in that too. And if it goes green all the way to the end, how much is Austin and Walker going to take tires? That's the other question. I mean, by the time they fill it up, is it going to be worth taking tires? Who knows? But we'll see if it goes green. Walker and Austin on the front row for the restart. Walker Cole, Austin Albritton, Jason Spear, Matt Frady, Mike Presley, the top 5. Slow roll into the restart zone. Walker's in. He fires back green for the last half here at Phoenix. They all fan out into turn number 1. 2 cars stuck in the middle lane. Contact made at the back. That's the 22 around. 22 spun. Able to get back going. Let's take a look at what happened in front. So getting into turn 1. Looks like everybody just trying to avoid. And the 17 gets in the door of the 358. They go around, and the 18 gets in the back of the 22 behind them. So 18 gets into the 22 and spins him around. So then that spun the 22 around. He kind of, believe, was able to avoid it. 15 barely able to miss it, but Baxter in defense just a little bit. You see the crinkle on the left rear, but she'll be able to get going. He's been quick most of the night. I don't think it'll hurt him too bad. He's going to come down pit road, though, and check and see. We also have Mason. He's going to come down pit road. See if he takes tires or not. Doesn't look like the jacks are going to go up on Mason's machine, so he should be okay. So still up front, Walker, Austin, Matt, Jason, Chad, the top 5. Looking in on the top 5, it's Zach, Vinny, and Daniel. So a few guys who've been kind of on the lookout so far, making their way slowly through the field. Let's go in and listen to what all the other teams and chats are listening to. At least the one with Matt, Justin, Bully, Vinny, and Zach. See what they're talking about.
No, you'll be on the outside.
Daniel's behind you.
Yeah.
Who joined?
Yeah. Yeah. Cabe.
Fucking shit, that one bitch, you know.
Remember that last weekend we had, boys?
Yeah, and how Cave likes to buy Fords.
All right, you hear Matt talking. I tried to do a radioactive, but they knew I joined, so that didn't go too well. Well, Matt brought it up, so yes, I bought a Mustang 2006 GT. It's actually pretty cool, but no one else thinks so. So, oh well, I don't care. I like it. It's got a Hurst shifter. I'm gonna start doing a video and stuff on it, but I don't really care. That's their problem that they don't like my car. I don't care. I like my car, so I'm having a blast in it. So we're gonna go out running though. It's gonna be a Ford, Chevy, Toyota, the top 3. Walker in a Ford, Austin in a Chevy, Matt in a Toyota. And obviously, Matt being a Toyota, going to be a little bit slower here compared to these Fords and Chevys. Definitely not got the driver inside that vehicle as well. So we'll see what the call is when we get rack running and how aggressive these guys get. But restart once again here on lap 60. It's going to be Walker and Austin on the front row. Walker and Austin roll into the restart zone. Walker's in. He fires. Back green. Everybody trying to dive for that inside line. Trying to get to the bottom. Try to get as low as you can go. It's like limbo as they go down the front straightaway. 3 wide just further back. That's going to be Vinny in the 911. He's going to go 3 wide underneath Daniel and Chad. 3 wide a little bit further back between the 15, 385. Daniel, a little bit of contact getting into 3. Mason going to get contact with the 26. More contact on the exit of the corner. Take a look back at that. Not sure what happened there. Just tight for Mason. Kind of watched the 26 up the track. Nothing there for Daniel to do, but it's single filed out here at the front of the field. Those tires for Matt, Zach, Jason, most of the field doesn't look like it's helping them too much get around it. But I think the more we run, we'll see how much Austin and Walker's tires wear. And that'll be the deciding factor if we get a late race caution. Do they come to pit road? Do they not? We'll see. Obviously, tires not up to temperature or not RPM, up to pressures yet. So that's one thing that the 40, 55, and most of the field could be looking at currently. But let's take a wide camera shot for the whole field. See the 22 leaving pit road. But from the 10 to the 51, that's 1st to 7th on your screen. Chris peeking in just a little bit. That's 8th. But all these cars underneath A blanket kind of under a line is we're going to go caution once again on lap 63. Caution flies. Looks like there was contact between the 18 and 385. Take a look at it. 18 on the bottom. And contact made, hooks the 18 up and over for the green 18 machine. Is he able to get back going? No, not going to be able to turn. Steering or something must have happened. Not what we wanted to see. Big wreck. Take a look at it a little bit closer if we can. Is he just able to rotate? See the 18 get on the apron and start coming up the track? Just not able to turn. You see him get on the apron. It kind of goes straight, just not the same rotation as Mason has. And they made contact, and it got him right in the wall. Hard contact for both drivers. Driver's side door first for the 18. Hard contact in the outside wall. Real life, don't think it would have hooked the 18, but with iRacing, kind of their damage model, not what the 18 wanted to have happen. He goes around. See what the call is from race control. Obviously, contact made. We'll see what the call is from them, but hard contact into the wall as the field's trying to get back going. Any differing strategies? Let's go ahead and take a look and see. We're going to have, well, let's go back and take a look at it. So Matt going to come down pit road. He's going to get fuel. Most of the field on pit road to get fuel. But now you see, I believe that was Walker who just took right side. So Walker took right sides. What does the 2 do? Where did he start? Where's the 2 at? Did he stay? He stayed out. So Austin ended up staying out there on the restart. Walker came down pit road. He took 2 tires. So a lot of different strategies here. Walker, we'll see if that helps him. Maybe he thinks his car's a little tight. Now Austin comes down pit road. I believe that was Austin, if my math is correct. No, he's still out front. So just saw another black car, but oh, that is Austin. He came down pit road. He's going to take right sides as the left sides go up on it. Doesn't look like it. It does. So Austin took 4 tires. Walker took 2. And the rest of the field have already taken there. So differing strategies, a lot of them here later in the running. I believe everybody should be able to make it on fuel the rest of the way. We'll see if we got any confirmation from that. I'm going to take a quick look and see if that's true. All right, so on the front row, it's going to be the 26 and 40. Daniel Glass, Matt Frady. 2 Vegas drivers. Daniel in the black and red numbered VMR machine. Matt in the white 40, white and blue 40. Into the restart zone we go. Daniel fires. We're green. On a lap 67 restart. Already going to be close to 3 wide, getting into turn 1. Daniel didn't go all the way down. Matt, not a great restart through the front of the field. A little bit further back, we're looking at Austin. Is he working that top line? He's trying to go possibly 4 wide. He's 3 wide right now, down the back straightaway. You see the whole field. Intense racing at the front of the field. The 40 is going to get in the back of the 26. He's going to go around into the 10. Contact. Big contact made. And he went around The 26 off the nose of the 40. Big problems for most of the field there. Caution once again flies on lap 68. Take a quicker look at it here. Slow down. Take a look at it. See the 26 going to the corner. He notices the 55 there. Tries to get it to rotate. And nowhere for Matt to go. Gets into the back of him. And by the rules, should be an EOL for the 40. Obviously, nothing that he could do. Daniel didn't mean to do it on purpose or anything like that. But just checked up, trying to get it to rotate. And 40 into the back of the 26. Spun him around. And unfortunately, costed the 26 to spin. And 40, we'll see if he has to go to the back. But, man, big contact there. Unfortunate for Matt and the 26, both on the front row. We'll see what the call is from race control. But, man, restart starting to get crazy the later and later we run. And everybody should be good on fuel. I know that was a little bit of a worry heading into it, but everybody should be good on it. When we get later and later, and if we keep having these yellows, obviously we will, but gonna try to get back running as quickly as we can and see what's gonna happen. So I believe the 40 possibly took the E-oil. Still don't know what the call is from race control, still looking on that, but he's at the back, so more than likely did. Chad, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, not looking too bad right there. Obviously, problems there for the 40 in the front row there on that restart. And these cautions keep coming out. You keep gaining spots from it. Talk to us what you've learned, how much tires are coming into play. And obviously, you're in a pretty good spot here. P2 on the restart. Talk to us what you're planning for this last 30-lap run.
Pretty much just try to stay out of some trouble and try to finish good. Seems like my tires is a lot better when they get worn out. I don't much like these fresh tires, so as soon as they start coming in, just trying to learn the track a little bit, know where you can go in and can't go in, and just try to keep these guys behind us. It's a tricky track.
It definitely looks tricky, very slick and slick, but sometimes it looks like it gets tight. What are your expectations? We saw, believe it was Walker do it earlier in the race, kind of on same-ish lap tires on with the outside line. What are you thinking getting into 1 and into 3 about that outside line? How are you feeling about it?
Outside line ain't working for me. If I try driving in there on the outside, it pushes real bad, and I pretty much gotta use the apron to get the car to turn right now. So I'm hoping more tires wear out, that'll go away. But it's getting close to the end, so it's time to push it now.
I like it. Well, sounds like if it's not rotating, crossover might be your best bet, but I'll let you go. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Chad Adams in the 51 on the outside of Zach. We'll be ready for the restart. It's Zach in the 55 and Chad in the 51. Slow roll to the restart zone. Zach going to kind of run him up the hill just a little bit. Zach into the restart zone. We're green. Great restart there for Zach with Vinny just underneath him. Great restart for Vinny to stay on his back bumper. He's going to look to the inside into turn 1. He will. He's going to try to be there. Not going to be enough, though. Heard Chad talk about it. Not what he wanted to be on that outside line, but he's going to be side by side with Vinny. Possible contact there. Chad able to save it. Back in line. Chad going to move back to the 3rd spot. Looking at this battle, Austin stuck in a sandwich here. Behind the 83. Kind of boxed in. Has the 15 just behind him. They all fan out. Heading into 1. Contact made. The 70 is going to go around off the nose of the 15. More contact made. The 17 nowhere for him to go. And contact on the front straightaway. Looked like Jason blinked out there and went around off the nose of the 15. Let's go back and take a look at it here. Let's go back and take a look. We see Jason just kind of blink out. Not much for him to do. See Sparks. And just Jason came up the track right in front of the 15. Not much that they can do about it. Johnny's going to get a little bit of damage. Everybody else able to get through except for the 17. Mike not able to sneak through. Trying to lock it up. Get on the brakes, but not quick enough. Unfortunately, contact. See what the call is for race control. Looked like the 70 kind of came up that time, but now the 40 is going to come down pit road. The 40, the 60, and the 17 all going to come down pit road. Matt going to leave pit road. So he's going to get back out there. Still, for Phoenix, a long ways to go. Obviously, we keep having cautions. The running order is going to mix up every time. And a great restart there for Vinny on that bottom lane. Able to get around Chad. Now Chad's going to be in that spot. He's going to be on the bottom. We'll see if he gets a good restart with Zach on his nose. Looking at this, we'll see where everybody stacks and lines back up. We should be wanting to go here at the line. A lot of different strategies. Obviously, Walker on the right side tires, but has some contact there. I believe got it fixed, though, on that one of the last restarts. So it looks like he's pretty good on the damage-wise. Doesn't look like he has much now. But a wild one there. Let's ride on board with a unique camera we got set up on these cars. With the 55, we're going to ride on board kind of with the hood looking at the driver for this restart. Looking at the driver, sees the driver, can watch the wheel, watch everything going on behind him. We'll double up next time, or this time at the line. We'll be ready for the restart. It's going to be 22 laps when we get green. Whenever we get the green flag run, if it goes to the end, we saw how great the racing can be. And hopefully, for everybody watching and for our sake, it ramps up once again. David Hurt, I think your car is badass. Thank you, David. I appreciate it because I like it a lot. I'm having fun driving it. It's got a Hurst shifter in it. It's cool. It's a stick shift GT, obviously, so V8, but I'm going to do a whole series, not series, but maybe not an announcement deal, but I'm going to definitely talk about it and see, kind of do a video on it. So, Dave, you're on lookout. You can watch it. But I'm trying to do some more in real life racing, or in real life videos possibly too about cars or whatever it may be. But see if we can get some sponsor or start making a little bit of money and be able to get some upgrades on it. That'd be kind of cool. They start up a GoFundMe or something and be like, hey, everybody else can tell me what to do with it. But we're going to be green for the restart. It's going to be Zach and Vinny on the front row. So Zach picks the outside line. Perfect time for our camera. Zach picks the outside line. He's going to be the first one in the restart zone. The restart's all up to him. He fires. Great restart there for Vinny. Able to stay to his inside. Gonna duck down. See the whole field ducking down. Maybe a missed restart there or shift for Vinny. Dropping back fast. He's gonna drop back behind Chad. Chad gonna be sideways just behind Zach. Way sideways. You see how sideways he is. Looking out back. Very cool camera angle we got for this race. New technology that they got going on. Invisible cameras. Love it. What great restart there for Zach, able to clear. Chad way sideways. Vinny just missed a shift down the front straightaway, not able to get back running, keep momentum up. That's one of the biggest deals in these late models. Obviously not the super late, so can't use the power or nothing very much, but keeping momentum up is big in these. As Matt trying to work his way around the 10, see if he's able to get there. He's got the 22 behind him. 26 going to enter really shallow. The 40 is going to give the bumper to the 10. Just behind them, the 22. He's looking for a hole, looking for a way to go. Matt going to think about using the bumper again all over the back bumper of the 10. Now the 22 is going to roll the outside of Matt. He's going to get to his right rear. Looking to make that top side work. Goes way up the hill, trying to work that very high line. Doesn't look like in these is going to have enough power to hold it. But Matt's still trying to get around the 10. Walker trying to gain some time. Hopefully get those right sides up to temperature and pressure to get back running. But Austin, he's going to move into the 4th spot. So Austin looking good, trying to reel in the front 3. We know how vital it is for the leader to try to pull away and build that gap. We saw it earlier with Walker and Austin. And Matt kind of got up there, and a lot of drivers that started battling at the start of this run became vulnerable. That brought in the rest of the field. So if Zach's able to pull away, it's going to be a good battle for him. But Chad's trying to reel him in. He's going to use many different lines, try to get to rotate, trying something. Trying different things, seeing if it's able to rotate there on the bottom lane. Let's let Vinny close into him. Oh, contact in the back. The 83 around right in front of the 10. Not going to hit anything. Great save from Jason. Was there contact? We'll have to go back and take a look at it. Take a look at it here. See if there was contact made. 83, 26. Oh, definitely contact. 26 into the back of the 83. Spins him around. And that's going to send the 83 to the back. Unfortunately, he was doing such a great job in the 5th spot. I believe this is his first race in the late models with us. That's Jason Spear. But gets spun there by Daniel. Nothing for Jason to have happen, or nothing that he could do about it. Unfortunate, goes around off the front bumper of the 26. So she'll be an EOL for the 26. But it's going to be another restart when you get back running. 12 laps to go. Aggression's going to heat up. Austin's there on that outside line. We'll see about that. Now Walker and Matt have kind of worked their way into the top 6. So a lot of the fast guys, probably the 6 fastest guys in the lobby, have worked their way up there. Maybe Jason. Kind of interchangeable depending on how this race has gone. But now the top 6, all really fast guys. And it's going to come down to about a 10-lap shootout to decide a winner here in race number 3 at Phoenix. The lights are out. Headed back green. We're ready to see who's going to be the winner. Going to be a restart when they cross the line, lap 88, so 12 laps to go. Don't know what's going on there. Is that kind of backing up? They went 3 wide, but restart on lap 87. Going to be 12 laps when we cross the line. Zach and Chad on the front row. Vinny, Austin, Walker, Matt. All comes down to this. Into the restart zone we go. Zach fires. We're green. Great restart from Zach. Chad's going to be up the track a little bit. Now that's going to leave Austin. He's going to try to get to the bottom. He will, just in front of Walker. So Austin able to clear. He's going to get down. Can Chad hold it around that outside line? But Matt, he's going to look to make it 3 wide around the outside line. Matt, Walker, Austin. Nearly 3 wide for a second. Matt still working that outside line. Doing a great job of it. Keeping momentum up. Austin's not going to turn. Try to keep him up there. Zach out front. Vinny not able to do much so far. Trying to build up the momentum, but battle for the 4th spot still side by side. Austin's going to be able to clear, getting into 1. That's going to move Austin into the 4th spot. Matt still trying to work that outside line, see if he's able to get down in front of Walker, working that top line. Looks like he will into 3 possibly. Trying to get down. He's going to drive it in deep, get on the brake. Still going to have a chance. Walker going to still have a chance as they're battling for the 2nd spot. Chad all over the back bumper of Vinny, but Vinny just not able to do anything. Try to get to the back bumper of the 55. We'll see if the bumper comes into play later in this race. With a few laps to go, we'll see. But Vinny not close enough to use it yet. Need a mistake out of Zach, but Zach running near perfect at the front of the field. Chad got the apron there. You saw it get loose on him. But Zach doing a solid job at the front. Not making a mistake. And look who's creeped into the picture. Austin Albritton behind that 51. Into the 4th spot. See what he's looking at out front. Right behind the 51. He's going to look to the outside car. Outside line. Almost getting the wall there. But he's trying to work that outside line of the 51. Now he's going to look to the inside. Crossover down the front straightaway. Going to have to be careful. Entering really low. Going to get side by side with him. Not going to be able to. Now they're side by side down the back straightaway. Austin needs to clear quickly if he's going to try to take the lead. Chad trying to keep him behind if there's a yellow. Chad going to try to cross over. Austin drove her in deep. Still going to be clear down the front straightaway. Austin's clear. And able to get back in line. So Austin moves into the 3rd spot. They're battling all over this racetrack. Got the 22, 40, and I believe that is the 10. Yep, Walker. They're battling all over the racetrack. Jason trying to have a comeback story. Try to get back up to the front top 5. Not much going on at the moment. Matt still side by side. Hasn't been able to get down. Walker not been able to clear Chad all over the back bumper of Austin. Hasn't changed. Once they got on each other's back bumper, looks like you're able to hold it off. When you get out front, you got a very good aero advantage, but once you get a little bit deeper in the field, it seems like the racing's really equal for a lot of the field. And it's definitely showing as Matt's still side by side with Walker. There's 2 by 2. That's for the 5th spot. Side by side into 1. Slight contact, it looked like. What a great race so far. Well, we still got 4 laps to go, so anything could happen. Not going to drive it in deep into turn 3. Looks like he's going to be able to clear. Finally able to clear. Walker tried to stay off of him, and he got tight. That's going to move Walker into the 6th spot. Matt into the 5th spot. Now they're all battling just behind them. But they've all single filed out the front 4. Doesn't look like Vinny's got the speed or the pace to catch him. But he's doing all he can. Right on board with him for another lap. See if he's got it. See him working the wheel. See how rough that transition is. Gets that left front on that yellow line, trying to get it rotated. You see him trying to get that car to turn, praying that car turns. Trying to gain as much time as he can. Also, now he's going to have to battle the 2 just behind him. Then he trying to break the draft. He goes way low down the back straightaway. As we're coming to the white flag. Zach Zaldivar, 1 lap to go. 1 mile to go around Phoenix Raceway. Battle for the 2nd spot. Austin to the outside of Vinny. See what Austin does. Is he able to cross over? Is he going to be able to get underneath them? 2 Chevys. He will. Now they're going to be side by side getting into turn 3. What does Vinny do? Try to hold it around the outside, but off of turn 4. Zach's going to win it. Zach wins race number 3 at Phoenix. Side by side at the line between Vinny and Austin. Looked like Austin got it. He did. Great battle there for 2nd, but Zach comes home with the win. Took the lead and was able to hold everybody off. Great job from Zach. Try to get an interview with him. Zach, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, no matter what, I said it, I think a week ago or something. No matter what series, no matter what car, I'm always interviewing you. And you come home with the victory tonight here at Phoenix, the biggest track on the schedule. I know that you like big tracks and kind of mile and a half, things like that. That's kind of how these cars drive here at Phoenix. But talk to us about all those 100 laps and how are you able to come home with the victory tonight?
Didn't get off on the right foot with missing the start, but yeah, I just put in laps of the first part, try to get a caution to get caught up, and yeah, really just tried to save as much as I could, and where I could take the normal racing line when everybody was running down by the apron and coming to the start finish line. So I was really trying to take the wider arc and try to save some tire, and was in a good position with the last caution. More people pit than I was expecting, so got up front and was able to hold my own on a couple restarts, and by the last one I was able to put in a gap, and Austin was catching there. If he had another 10-15 laps, it would have been hard to keep him back there, but finally made a good strategy call and ended up with a win.
Yes, it was a great strategy call from you guys. I know you, Matt, Justin, Vinny, you two, or all 4 of you were kind of talking about strategy and things like that. What to do with tires. How much did you think tires were coming into play? We saw Walker take 2 tires. Austin came down and took 4. And on different laps and everything was different between the whole field. But what did you guys think on tires, and what did you learn through the first 50 laps, how important they would be?
Honestly, I wasn't really sure. I mean, going into the last few laps there with 2 to go, I ran a faster lap than I did in qualifying. So, you know, it probably would have helped in terms of consistency to have fresher tires that wouldn't build up as much heat as quickly. But lap time wise, it was really the same. So it really just mattered if you could keep them cool, because that way you could fight. And so we were all pretty content with taking tires at the halfway, because we figured lap times it wouldn't be as bad, and then we would get the track position over the people who would pit later. So turned out to work all right. Yeah, and time wise ran the fastest lap of the race at lap 47, and pretty close to that, coming with 2 to go. So, yeah, ended up working out all right.
Definitely worked out pretty good for you tonight. Paint scheme looks good as well. So, congratulations. Come home with the win. We'll hopefully see you next week and go for that championship.
All right, thanks.
Zach wins race number 3, coming on P2, Austin Albritton. Austin, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, P2 tonight, but after coming from the back after you guys pitted, nice comeback. Able to get to P2, good points day for you, and it looked really good. Able to start to reel in Zach there at the end. Talk to us what you needed there, and talk to us about the battles and how you were able to get back to P2.
Yeah, I mean, if I was paying attention on round lap 60, 65, I would have been restarting back up front, but I wasn't paying attention to the fuel number. I paid attention to nothing. I was too busy talking. So we would have restarted up front instead of about 15th, but we were able to drive back through the field. It was good. And actually, I was really surprised on how the track raced. The track was, I didn't think it was going to be any fun, but it bred pretty good race in there. So the battles were good. It was a little crazy at moments, but it was a good race.
It definitely was a fun one to watch. Saw Matt, Chad, and I believe Walker was 3 wide at one point for the lead. It was all going down, but you were able to somehow drive back through the field, and it was entertaining to watch. Was kind of looking on it. You had a good battle, last lap battle there with Vinny. Set up that pass, was able to get underneath him, and then beat him to line. But good points day for you, and car looks good. So congratulations coming on P2.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. Kept it clean all race. We had a good run. We're just focusing on points right now.
That's all it's about, racing for them points. So coming on P2, congratulations once again. We'll see you tomorrow night with the trucks. I know you got the Super Speedway League starting up Wednesday, so I'll be there for that. But I'm excited for it. Good run for you there, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good, man. Hey, I just want to shout out and thank All-Scene Motorsports, Austin Baker, JD Rudser, McConey Setup Shop for all the help he provides me, Overhead Surf Shop, buttsnorkel.com, AB Powder Coating, and P&A Home Inspections. We couldn't do it without them guys, so appreciate you, boys.
I like it. Well, brought it home in a good spot for him. Number 2 car in P2, but maybe we should change your number back to, or change it to number 1. Get that one extra spot. But all in all, good run. So congratulations.
Thanks, bud. See you.
Austin gonna come home P2. Good day for him. Obviously focus on the points, but coming home 3rd. Vinny, do you get a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, finally got to interview you. Been looking forward to that in the last few weeks. Coming home P3. Last lap battle with Austin. Talk to us what you needed there to hold off Austin in that last run.
I just lost the draft off of Zach, and I started cooking the right front tire, trying to pitch back up. He just had better tires and caught up. Couldn't do anything about it.
Well, you guys, paint scheme looks good. I know a few of your teammates and half the field was from Vegas tonight, so that was fun to watch. And coming home the best Vegas driver, so congratulations there.
Yeah, Justin, I gotta thank Justin for making that wrap for me. Came out pretty clean. Nothing against Kell's wrap too. I just haven't figured out what I want to put on it yet, so I'll run the VMR wrap.
I like it. Looks good. Definitely cool with all the different colors and things like that, but I like it. So coming on P3, congratulations. I guess let you end it off with who would you like to thank for coming on P2?
I gotta thank you guys for throwing this on. I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't know what we got going on for the next races. I don't know how good I'll be, but we'll see how it goes. Justin for making the wrap, Kel, Matt Frady for helping me with tires and pick strategies, and even Zach's in that Discord, and just it makes me get through the race a little bit better knowing that they're on the same stuff I'm on. So,
well, definitely helped you a lot tonight coming on P3, so congratulations on that. Looks good, and we're excited to see what you do in the next few weeks and go for that championship.
thank you.
Vinny Rucci coming home 3rd with a great battle from Austin, but a great race all in all. Start to finish 3 wide for the lead at the end of the first half. But Zach comes home with a win in that 55 white and orange Whataburger scheme. But all in all, great race. We're going to set up the points and do all that, and then we'll be back for next week's race. Ending off the West Coast swing here at Phoenix. They're going to take a drive down to Florida, and we're going to be running next week's race. They're at Five Flags. Do a few races there in Florida and on the beach. We're going to go Five Flags, Myrtle Beach, and New Smyrna. So 200 laps next week at Five Flags. It's the Snowflake Derby. So be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow night, trucks, first race of the playoffs. So look forward to that. It's going to be an entertaining one to see who comes out on top. With Legacy Atlanta, Talladega, Sonoma, Bristol are the 4 in the first round. And then Wednesday night, Super Speedway League starting back up. So be on the lookout for that. Dave, I know if you're watching, Super Speedway League starting back up. So be ready for that Wednesday night. But all in all, great race. Zach comes home with a win. Appreciate everybody watching. And we'll see you in the next one.